Hair looks fabulous.
Oh, good. Does it look good on camera? Yeah.
It's cute.
Oh.
My babes. Who's here? Oh, wait, tell me she's here. She's here. Let's go cuddle. That's right, yeah. She's okay now, but she's just having a sleep. She's done 3 big, massive poops like Daddy. She's got a poopy poop. She's nice. She's gorgeous. Yeah, she's very tired. Yeah, I'm just warming her up a little bit. She's a bit cold. She's only 1 day old. I only had her yesterday. When you went to see Father Christmas, I was getting baby out. It just hurts getting a baby out. No, alright, she's out now, that's it. She's very cute, isn't she? Mm-hmm.
I love him.
It's a her.
A her.
Mhm.
Ah, yeah, a her. No, that's what he is. She is.
She is, well done.
Is baby going to she?
Yeah, little girl, like you.
I'm not little yet.
You're not a big girl now, are you? Big sister.
I want baby baby.
Mummy's tummy hurts quite a lot because that's where baby was.
Oh.
So you need to be very, very careful.
Okay.
Try not to squash it or anything. It's still a little bit sore, okay?
I just have a little feel.
Yeah.
Like a bruise.
Yeah, it's bruisey, it's sore, but it's okay.
Okay, I'll
Just
love
be
it
gentle
better.
with me. Thank
I'll
you.
love it better.
Thanks, babes.
Are you feeling much better?
Yeah, perfect now. But it's still a bit sore. Just be careful. It'll take a few days for Mummy to feel better, okay?
Baby, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get his go to me And so he will get all right to mine. Can I see baby Zoe?
Of course. She is so cute, isn't she? She's tiny. Mm. You love her.
I love baby Zoe.
She loves you. She loves you so much. Her big sister, you can help me look after her.
Yeah. I have to help you look after him.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, if you sit round, I can let you cuddle her. If you want.
But baby, then you can know what
I
please.
don't know, we need to have a look inside a nappy. See if there's anything there. Oh.
It's just pretending that he's gonna poo.
We can have a look, can't we?
But he's just silly.
Stroke her head.
Yes, please.
Gentle.
I'll stroke her. I just stroke her very gently.
That's it. She's soft.
Yeah, she's really soft, mummy.
Mm. She's lovely, isn't she? Gross. Is it almond and raspberry?
Right, I've cut 2 different types of slice here.
Right.
So that's a big slice, slightly bigger slice of this one because you've chosen it.
Mm.
And I think that one is a slightly smaller slice. Of
Alright,
mine.
thank you.
So these 2 are yours.
Okay.
These 2 are mine.
Thanks. Hello. I feel like this is my life now. Limpet. It's terrible. Honestly, I knew she was going to be like this. I knew she was going to be a clingy baby. And cry a lot. Because in my mind, Dot was dead easy baby. Dan keeps trying to remind me how hard it was. But I don't know. She's not an easy baby. But am I saying that because she's like 5 days old, 6 days old, whatever one? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, it's just been like little snippets and clips of stuff, but I'm, struggling. I'm not struggling. I'm all right, but it's very different this time around, obviously. Postpartum, especially with it not being a lockdown. We've had loads of visitors and stuff, and I'm in a stretch now. Yeah. Let me see a little hand. Can't see anything. It's great, this. Oh. But yeah, I've just been straightening the kitchen up a bit. I can't wash up. I feel like I'll bash her head because her head's here. So I don't know. I really should sit down properly and tell you the birth story start to finish, really. Doing okay, it's just, it's always a shock to the system, isn't it? Anyway. Are you snuggling?
I am
You ready, guys? This is it. 9 fucking months. I've been waiting for this. She's 10 days old. Cheers. Wait a minute. Welcome back. That's lovely. What are you doing? You okay?
Yes. Okay then, thanks for watching.
Right, chop up your avocado then.
Okay.
Are you eating it? Let's chop it up to have with your breakfast. That's good.
Hello.
Hello. You're doing good chopping.
Yes, I am, Mummy. Mummy, look.
Whoa, I nearly dropped the egg.
You did nearly.
I nearly did.
You escaped the egg.
It escaped.
Yeah.
Good. Be careful, it's sharp. Can I just borrow that a sec?
No, I'm having it.
You're just meant to cook. You're as bad as your daddy. You eat half your food before it's actually time to eat it.
Ha! It was my fault.
Right, chop it up now. Don't put that on the knife, it's dangerous. You might cut your mouth.
Why?
Because.
I'll cut. Baby bunny!
Yes. No, wait.
What are you doing?
There we go.
Hey, Wallaby. Hey, Wallaby.
There we go.
Now I'm going to do that piece, and then I'm going to do that piece.
Okay, chop them up.
Okay. Oh, I'm just trying to have a little taste. And then I'll cook them up. Okay?
Okay. We're going to do these eggs.
Yeah. Mm.
Stop.
Another? Do we
Wow.
need one more?
Yeah, just get that bit of shell.
Yeah.
Girl, stop.
Now can I make?
You mix them up. Hold on to the bowl, remember. Good girl.
There. I'm going to be head chef and you're going to be sous chef, aren't
Sous
you?
chef.
And we're going to make some nice treats, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because it's for head chefs.
Mix it up then.
Kevin, sous chef, I'm ready. What, sous chef? What?
No, you're mixing. Very good.
Yes, I am sous chef. I'm very pleased, aren't I?
Cheese in.
Okay. Thank you.
Oops.
Head chef,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Well, I want you to put your toast in the toaster now. Can you reach? Put your toast in the toaster.
Okay. I'm gonna
That over here.
I'm gonna do the mixing afterwards.
And then put
okay?
your toast in.
I'm just cutting a little bit now.
These eggs are lovely, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
We're turning into scrambled eggs.
That's right.
That's magic.
I know, it is magic, isn't it?
Mm.
These eggs are from Morrison's, aren't they?
Yeah.
You and Daddy went and got them.
Yeah.
And they're like free range, pick your own.
Yeah.
And they're cheaper than... Stop using the knife to eat, use your hand. Like, pick your own. And they're so gorgeous. Look how lovely and yellow they are. Delicious. Squares or triangles?
Triangles.
I like triangles. Good morning. How are you both? Funny night's sleep. She's grown so much. 13 days. What was it? She woke up at 2:30. And we were up for about 2 hours with her, weren't we?
Yeah.
She pissed on the bed. And she sicked on the bed. It's a good job we've got so many sleeping bags for her, because we're going through them. As you can see, there's 2 on the radiator there. And my breastfeeding top, which I've worn for 2 weeks straight and stinks. I said to Dan, I said, I've got to record myself telling the birth story because I don't want to forget it. And I meant to do it last week, but obviously I just don't get time to do anything. So, here we go. So, when was it? It was, oh right, I was meant to get induced on Sunday the 3rd of December. And the midwife had given me a sweep on the Wednesday and said, oh, they'll ring you between 9 and 12 on Sunday and tell you what time to come in. And so on Sunday, we're just waiting for the phone to ring all morning. Got to 12:05, no phone call. Waited until 12:30 and no phone call. So I rang them. It was engaged, and so I rang again, and the phone just rang and rang and rang. Nobody ever picked up. It just like cut me off. Ow. And that was the day for 7 hours. Just kept ringing on and off, and nobody ever picked up the phone, or it was engaged. Nobody ever answered. It's very frustrating. So I just thought, you know what? Forget it. I'll just see what happens tomorrow. So we went to bed, and then at 2:31 a.m, and I remember the time because it was when Dot was born, I woke up and I was soaking and my waters had gone, but I didn't know that. I was like, oh, I've definitely wet myself, oh my god. So I had a sniff and I was like, no, it's not pee, it's not pee. Went and sat on the toilet, did a wee. No, it's definitely waters. So I came back and prodded you awake. And he opened the curtains and he went, oh my god. Because it had been snowing. And it was quite bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't too bad, but it was because we would have been the first on the road.
Exactly, it was 2:30 in the morning. So I just like chilled for about 20 minutes before I rang the maternity assessment unit, and she said, oh, what makes you think it's your waters and not wetting yourself? I said, oh, it's kind of pink, fluid's kind of pink.
And also, you don't piss yourself for laughs, do you?
No.
And then ring the hospital. You just be like, oh, crap.
I think some women do. And so she's like, okay, it sounds like it's definitely your waters. Oh yeah, and I was group B strep positive, which is a infection. It's quite common for you to get in your pregnancy. What it means is when your water's broken, you've got like 24 hours to get the baby out, because the infection can go to the baby because it's not protected in the water anymore. So you need to get to hospital as soon as you can and have a drip of antibiotics. So she said, yeah, okay, well, bring your bag with you because, you know, you won't be leaving the hospital without giving birth now. This is it. Okay, I'll see you soon, I said. So rang my sister, who's coming over to have Dot, look after Dot whilst we were out, and she didn't answer the phone. I was like, great. And she rang me back straight away, and I said, "This is it. It's time." She was like, "Oh my God, the snow." Because she lives. How would you describe where Sophie lives?
Up in the hills.
Yeah, it's quite remote and little wiggly roads. Quite hilly. Absolute nightmare to drive around and park in it. So.
No, it's not remote. It's just on a big hill, innit?
Mm.
So you've got to climb at least 2 massive hills to get out of it.
It's a nightmare anyway.
Yeah.
So it took her an hour. I mean, what does it normally take? About 10, 15 minutes to drive?
I'd say so.
It took her an hour because she had to go out of town and then back all the way, on the main roads, not the little wiggly roads. So, but it was fine. I wasn't like panicking or anything. Just dripping everywhere. So anyway, she got here and I was in the kitchen and I'm having contractions, but they were just like really, really awful period pains. He was running around getting all the bags and pillows and birthing stuff we needed. And then I stood in the kitchen. I've got my shoes and my trousers on, like we were ready to go. And all of a sudden my back waters went, because you have your fore and hind waters. And it was like the movies, just everywhere. So I pulled my trousers down. Sophie grabbed a mucky towel that was next to the washing machine and like put it under me, and I was just like pouring water out of me. Absolutely mental. So then you put loads of towels and stuff down in the car.
Yeah.
And then we set off on the perilous journey to Halifax. So we got to the car at 5 o'clock exactly, and then he was like scraping all the ice off the car, defrosting it, and it was 3 minutes past 5 when we actually started driving, and we got to the hospital at 29 minutes. We got to the barrier of the car park at 29 minutes past, so pretty good going really. I mean, it would have taken longer at 8 a.m. rush hour.
That'd have been a job, wouldn't it?
So, but it's all like main roads to get there, so we were fine, weren't we? Yeah. And it started raining, hadn't it, by the time we got there? It
wasn't cold, it was just snowing. So much that it stopped.
But it started raining by the time we got to hospital, hadn't it? So it was all slushy.
By 9 a.m, it was clear, all the snow had gone.
Yeah, it was just on the hills, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, got into the maternity assessment, and they put a heart monitor around my tummy and they put the antibiotics in, blood pressure and everything. And I was sort of contracting, but again, it wasn't too bad. It was bad enough for me to have to want to grab the bed and go, ooh, on it, like, shut up, don't talk to me. And we stayed there for ages because it was like 5:30. I think they had to monitor you for an hour. And then she said to me, the 7 a.m. midwives will be starting the shift in half an hour. So if you just stay here for half an hour, we'll move you to the labour ward and you'll get the same midwives for 12 hours. So it's likely they'll be the ones that birth your baby. So that's what we did. Anyway, we waddled on to the maternity ward at 7 a.m. And we got Rianne, who was a qualified midwife. And she was really what I needed in terms of someone to help me give birth. So I didn't want someone to pretend to be my best friend and call me darling and come on sweetheart, and like, she was very matter of fact, wasn't she?
No nonsense.
Like, she never said, is it okay if I just... She just did it.
Right,
like,
do this.
Yeah.
Grabbed you.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want somebody who was, checking with him and apologising. So the one that was very apologetic was Liz, who was a trainee, and she'd done 23 births, and you have to have 40 to be a qualified midwife. So hopefully I was going to be her number 24. And she was obviously quite new to the game and was very sort of, oh, I'm really sorry, I'm sorry, you know.
She wasn't like annoyingly like that.
No, she wasn't annoying,
you know,
but you could tell she was
a bit more gentle.
Yeah, than Rianne. But they were a great pairing, weren't they, actually? But Liz, the trainee, she never left that room all day, did she?
Maybe to go get a sandwich.
I think she went for a lunch and then she was here in the room the whole time. Oh. And she was really good because, like, when we were chatting and stuff, she'd like join in, wouldn't she?
Yeah,
and
she was just really chill woman, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. How old do you think she was? Like late.
She was a year older than me.
I was going to say late 30s. Yeah. She got children.
Oh no, she was the same age as me.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, like a
late 30s.
Like a month older than me or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, so got in this room, got all wired up and everything, got my cannula in. Cannula was a nightmare and it's still itching me now. I had collapsed veins a few times when I was a kid. So people have always struggled to get veins in, but they put it there. Like right there. Which meant I couldn't put my hands on anything like that because it was a nightmare, horrible.
I like having a big watch on.
It was so annoying. Anyway, so what time did we get to there? 7 o'clock, and I'd rung Rosie, and she'd been up and ready since about 4 or 5 o'clock, waiting for us to sort of call her in. And we got to the room, and I'd said, oh, what time can I call my other birth partner? And she said, oh, well, you're in here, you can call her now. So anyway, I said to Rosie, it's like, don't rush, like, you're not missing anything, I'm only 2 or 3 centimetres, you're fine. Anyway, she got there for about 9 o'clock. She took our sandwich order. She brought us some sandwiches and snacks and stuff. You two are as bad as each other.
Well, mine don't smell as bad as
hers. So what happened then? And then we just sat in this room and watched me contract for a couple of hours, didn't we?
Yeah.
I ended up on gas on air. Did I say anything like weird or funny when I was on gas and air?
No, you were pretty good.
I felt absolutely spaced out on it. Like, it's just... and then all of a sudden, your nose just starts feeling like...
You're talking about Camel Club a lot. I feel like I'm sat on the stairs outside Camel Club.
That's because...
sick or something like that.
Camel Club's a really rough nightclub in Huddersfield. Obviously not been there for years. But that's where I always imagine myself. I think I'm always pissed when I'm there, and it makes you feel pissed.
You don't want to be sober there, do you? Good old Camel.
So.
Smells when you're sober.
Yeah, I did that for a bit, and then it got to a point where I was like, I could go on longer in this pain, but I don't want to. So I think what time did I ask for my epidural? Can you remember?
11 o'clock or something,
Was
wasn't
it?
11 or 12 o'clock. You were just like, let's just get this sorted out. Let's not prep that. Let's get it organised. I don't want to wait till later.
Yeah, because you never know how long we're going to be.
And they were quiet, weren't they? They come in and say, do you want one? Or something like that.
No, the consultants came in, and all the junior doctors, and basically said, get ready to have surgery, didn't they? It was, I don't know, like, I was adamant I wasn't going to have any kind of surgery. Like, they'd really been pressuring me to have a caesarean from day one, hadn't they? But I really didn't want to have that recovery time. So they came in and they were like, look, you know, here are the chances of you needing instrumental delivery or assisted delivery or a caesarean, because your first one was assisted. It's really likely your second's going to need it as well, because Dot got a shoulder dystocia, she got stuck. So it's really likely because of your body shape, you're going to need it again. And I just thought, you can fuck off. I'm not having an assisted delivery. So, yeah, not long after that, I think I asked for this epidural. And, oh, that was it. This consultant that came in was the consultant who I'd kind of fallen in love with a little bit at one of my hospital appointments. Do you remember me? He was proper sound. He was really good. I really wish it was him delivering my baby. And lo and behold, it was him that day. It was unbelievable. But I figured out why, right? This is what's weird. So you can give birth at Huddersfield, but all the consultants knock off at 5 o'clock, which is why nobody wants to give birth there, because you have to do it before 5 o'clock. But he obviously was having a shift at Calderdale that day. Anyway, so about 40 minutes after I asked for it, an anaesthetist shows up with a consultant anaesthetist. Yeah, I've got that right.
Yeah.
So they sat me up, and I don't know, was I all right with it, or?
Yeah, you were like, yeah. You weren't gas at this point. You could
Was I?
have done it out.
All right.
Yeah.
And he said a couple of things that made me think, oh shit, who's this guy? Didn't he, like...
Wie viel cut the penis? Oh no, sorry.
I think the consultant asked him, oh, how many centimetres are you going to leave hanging out? And he said, 4. And he went, 5 would be better. Which made me go, oh, who have I got here? What is happening? Does he know what he's doing? But you know what? It was absolutely brilliant, this epidural. All the nurses, all the midwives that came in, everybody, like all these different people throughout the day, were going, hey, it's a good one, this, isn't it? Because I could feel sort of just above my belly button, but nothing downwards, like just pins and needles. I had pins and needles all day, didn't I, in my legs? And they like sprayed me with the cold aerosol spray thing. And I was like, oh, I could just feel the air, I can't feel the cold, you know. And it was really good. I could still move my legs, couldn't I? Like, not to the point of being able to stand up, but like I could move into different positions and turn myself over, and that was really good. And it didn't hurt. Like, it was just, you could feel the tightness and the pushing and the fact that I was about to have a contraction. Like, it was really good because it wasn't painful at all. It was a little bit like, oh, I'm having one like that, but it wasn't. Anyway, so I think I went and had a nap about 1-2 o'clock-ish.
Something like that.
He...
Oh. I think I had 5 minutes sleep, bent or double onto your bed, and dribbled myself awake. My arm got wet from dribble, and I woke up, and that was some total.
It was just absolutely embarrassing, weren't you?
Yeah.
Just, I was the one who was in like agony labour.
And you were like, la la la.
And he was just like...
I couldn't keep my eyes open.
It was so
after about
embarrassing.
9 o'clock, I couldn't keep my eyes open. After I had that McDonald's, that was it.
When in the evening?
Yeah.
Oh.
That knocked me out.
Yeah, he was like laid down on the floor, cold hospital floor, trying to get 2 minutes. Was there one point where we were like snuggled in the bed together? That was really late on, wasn't it?
That was...
that was after the birth,
I think
wasn't
it was, yeah, because there was no room before. The tummy was massive.
Oh. Yeah. So anyway, I was sick. We had these sandwiches, didn't we? And then I was sick at some point.
You had the best sandwich as well, out of the bunch, and you coughed it back up into that tub, didn't you?
Yeah. How what time do you think I was sick? I don't have any.
It was about 1:30 or something.
Was it? Was it before I went to sleep or after?
It was before.
Right.
In fact, I had my sandwich quite early. I had mine about 11 o'clock. I was starving.
Yeah.
And I think you had yours about 12 after 12.
There was one point when I got really hot, wasn't there?
You've been hot all pregnancy.
No, but like I was like, give me the fan, give me the cool towel. I was absolutely.
Yeah, you were burning.
Where was that?
That was in the hospital.
No, but like, what time was that?
Middle of the afternoon, 3 o'clock.
Was it?
Something like that.
But I never had that with Dot.
Was there a clock in there?
No, I didn't see one, no.
It would have been handy because we would have been able to time stuff.
Yeah. But I didn't have that with Dot. I never got like this heat, what do you call it? Hot flush. But yeah, thank God I'd brought like this little handheld fan. And one of the cool towels from Florida, which I hadn't packed when, I don't know, I gave birth to Dot in the summer as well. It was really strange. Anyway, so I was sick at what time? 2:30-ish?
Yeah, 1:30, 2, something like
that. And maybe about 3-4 o'clock, the ward sister came in, like the boss lady came in, and she was checking, you know, the monitor and whatever, and she was like, "Oh, how have you been? Has everything gone okay? Have you been labouring all right?" And I said, "Yeah, it's been all right. I've been sick," which was a bit annoying. And she went, "Oh, that's really good. That means you've usually got to about 8 centimetres. When you're sick, that means you're 8 centimetres." I didn't know that.
Mm.
So that made me feel really good. Because I thought they checked you to see how dilated you were quite often, but they really didn't, did they?
No.
I bet they only checked about 2 or 3 times, didn't they? Anyway, so by 5 o'clock, I was 10 centimetres, wasn't I? And I thought, oh, great, you know, we'll be going in a minute. And she said, "Oh, your cervix is still really high up. So we'll just give it an hour. We'll start pushing in about an hour." So we just chilled for another hour.
Oh, yeah.
And God bless Rosie, she really looked after us, didn't she?
She was great.
Like, going and get coffee and...
I went and got the coffee.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Oh. But like, she brought sandwiches. She entertained us. Because obviously I was feeling quite snappy and crabby at points with you, wasn't I? Cause
you were fine all the way.
Was that?
You were fine.
I feel like I was horrible.
You were more of a dickhead last time. And Dot was getting...
Well, that was being terrified, wasn't it? That was not knowing anything, I think.
This time we were fine. We were alright.
And my epidural was crap last time, wasn't it?
I suppose.
So
It didn't work.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, he'd try and have a bit of a sleep, and I'd talk to Rosie, and yeah, it was just really good having her there, wasn't it? Because, like, if I had a sleep, you still had someone to chat to, and it was really good.
Yeah, we're alright. Good.
So where are we now? So about 6:10, the midwives have got everything organised, you know, everything they needed, like, what sort of stuff do they need? I don't know. Blankets and stuff that you need to give birth was all set up and ready. So she said, "Right, come on then, let's have a go." So I got onto my back and I put my hands under my knees to like pull my knees up to my chest as high as I could. And she just went, "Right, off you go, start pushing."
Like baby time.
Yeah. So I think with my first birth with Dot, I was pushing for an hour and a half and nothing happened. Like, there was no baby. I think because you're kind of embarrassed about the fact that there's so many people looking down at your crotch and
shoving stuff up your mouth,
like it's just horrendous. Like, your first birth's never fun, is it? But like, I was so adamant that I was not going to have any help with this birth. I just fucking went for it. Like, they always say, don't they, push down like you're doing a poo. And I just really did that. I was like, right, I am just going to try and shit myself. Now, I think I did.
There was no poo there.
These guys say not. But
Well, you didn't see.
I swear to God, I smelt something at one point.
Well, if you did lay a turd, they quickly spirited it away.
I swear to God, I
out.
smelt something at one point.
This thing's shit.
No, when I was pushing.
All right, I might have farted. Oh, I might have farted.
Yeah, it's probably you. So anyway, I just thought, right, I'm just going to try and shit myself. So I'm pushing, like... I mean, it wasn't many pushes, really, was it? 20 minutes and she were out. You had a look, didn't you, at one point? And I think it's when I was just sort of crowning, was it? She was crowning. Did you see it, the hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really bizarre.
It was weird that you could see that, and she wasn't yet born.
What do you mean?
Like, she's almost there, but not. Like, what are you doing? Come on.
What was it like to see all that?
What?
Somebody push a baby out before your eyes.
All right. You know, you've seen, like, nature films where a deer gives birth to another deer and shit like that. It was just like that, but with this.
Really?
Coming out of you. Yeah, it was just like...
Was it emotional?
Or
was it scary? Or
it wasn't scary.
Fascinating?
It was a little bit emotional. Maybe... I don't know. Fascinating. I wouldn't say fascinating. I'll tell you what, my main thought was just like, oh, that's it. There it is.
Were you a bit kind of like, bloody hell, she's doing it? Because I was.
I didn't really have chance.
Oh.
Because it happened so fast. It was just, oh, there's the head. Oh shit, there's, oh, look at that umbilical cord. It's gross.
What was I saying, like, whilst I was pushing? Like, was I saying much?
that kind of words.
Did I ever say I can't do it? I can't. Because I always hear women say that. I can't do it, help me.
You did a little bit.
Did I?
And then something happened. Either something changed somewhere, like it dropped a gear and you went for it.
Oh, right.
But I can't remember what it was. I think it was... I don't know what it was. I think it might have been a combination of me looking down there and seeing it, and you switching your mindset to, I'm going to try and shout myself. What I've got to lose.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what I feel like the change for me was I was pushing and pushing, and I couldn't feel if she was moving down or anything. But there was one point where people's voices changed in the room. Rosie, the midwife. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So they're going, okay, keep going. Like there was
everyone just geared up.
It changed a gear, and I thought, oh, I'm doing something right here. Keep doing that. And there was one point where I'd done a really good push, keep going, and my contraction finished, or I had to snatch my breath or whatever. And she said, hold her there, didn't she?
You get some glare on the screen right there.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
She said, hold her there.
Yeah.
Like, hold your pelvic floor muscle there, kind of thing. Like when you, I mean, men watching this won't know, but like when you do your pelvic floors and you got to hold your pelvic floor, like to keep her there, don't let her slide back up, kind of thing. And that was a really strange sensation. But I remember doing that and then things happening in the room, like I'd hear opening bags or like, you know, like when they open up kits to do stuff, like something, when I was doing that, I could hear things hustle and bustling. So that was after about 15 minutes, wasn't it? It didn't feel long at all.
No.
It was quick, wasn't it? Anyway, so at that point, I started feeling really sick again. And I was like, oh God, I'm going to be sick. No, you're not. You're okay. No, I'm going to be sick. Give me a sick bowl. And they passed me this sick bowl, which I just kind of put on my chest. What happened? I just went, like that.
And then everyone was like, "Oh!"
And then I was sick again for the second time.
You were sick first time.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "Ooh!" And I was like, "What?" And then I looked around,
And I went,
and instead of where your muff would normally be, there was just a baby's head going,
yeah,
sticking right out. It was so
so I just went like that, and obviously my stomach contracts to puke, and her head just went. So everybody started shitting themselves in the room, didn't tell me what was happening, and just started like lowering me back on the bed. Now you're going to have to take over this part of the story because I don't have a clue what was going on here.
I was
So
just looking
puked her
around.
head out.
I wasn't concerned. I was like, huh, everyone seems to be running around a bit here. What's going on?
Yeah.
They dropped you back down. They were pressing the midwife's collar button.
Yeah.
It wasn't working.
Right.
So I think that increased some tension
Panic.
in there. Yeah.
Right.
I was like, shit, this isn't working. And then a couple of people turned up. And then
Who were these people that turned
I
up?
don't remember, to be honest.
Were they consultant-y or?
I think it was just that main midwife woman that was there.
Oh, the sister.
Yeah, and possibly one other, and with a bit of tissue ready. And then the rest of it was just you pushed it out. That's about it.
But I want to know what the panic was. Why did
The only reason I can think of is it was a precaution. Because last time...
the shoulder got stuck?
Yeah, there was a big problem last time, wasn't there? So they were ready for it again, you see. I think that's why they had people around waiting to deal with that.
But it obviously happened so quickly because...
They came in
like,
my head, I guess we'll be off then.
She was just showing, like, obviously it was... And Rianne was sort of down controlling my pushes so that I wouldn't tear, you know, like... Push gentle, push hard, just stop, breathe, pant, you know, really trying to do everything she could to stop me from tearing. But because I just went, fuck you,
Yeah.
I did tear a little bit. It was only 2 stitches, so... oops, it's glaring again. So, yeah, head was out, and... They were like, right, come on now, just another big push. And was it just like a couple more pushes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was almost like you went, oh.
And she just slid out. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And the relief. Woof.
Is that what you felt when she came out?
Just like, oh, thank God it's over.
Yeah.
Not that it was horrendous, but...
And now the real work starts.
It was hard. It was hard work, obviously. But Rosie kept saying, like, I can't believe how easy you made it look, didn't she? She said, I know it wasn't easy, but you made it look it. And she was absolutely, ooh, wasn't she?
Rosie was in bits, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Was I holding anybody's hand at any point or anything like that?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember. But I remember I didn't cry. Did I?
You didn't even sweat.
No. It was absolutely amazing,
And
wasn't
it was
it?
hot in there, you didn't even sweat.
No. But Rosie was absolutely... wasn't she? Gone, like, oh my God, I can't believe I've just seen that. What were you doing?
Oh, this again.
Because
by that point, I remember what it was like before, because I was just sat next to you, surrounded by surgeons the first time. And then next thing I know, this geezer just shoves a baby into my arms.
Yeah.
There it is. Right.
But yeah, I didn't like cry. I didn't get like this wave of emotion. I just like, oh, thank God I did it. I think it was shock as well because I couldn't believe I'd done it, you know. That's all I kept saying the rest of the night, innit? I can't believe I've done it. I just can't believe I've done that. I can't believe I did it. Like, that's all I kept saying for the next 12 hours. But she was perfect. They put her up on my chest and she just like squeaked a little bit. She didn't do the big cry. And I was like, is she all right? Yeah, she's absolutely fine. She was. We did the delayed cord clamping, which was quite a hippy-dippy thing to do. Like, you know, like this whole lotus birth placenta thing. But delayed cord clamping is like quite common now. So instead of second the babies out, they clamp it and cut. You wait like 2 to 5 minutes for the blood flow from the placenta to continue into the baby's body, so they've got a higher blood volume, which I have no idea why they've never done before, because it completely makes sense, doesn't it? So yeah, I've got baby on my chest and the cord's up over my tummy as well. And it was really cool. Like, she kept like touching it and she was saying, "Oh, it's still pulsing. We'll just wait a little bit longer." You know.
Was this after the placenta was out?
No.
Oh, the cord.
The cord, yeah. So yeah, when it had been like a couple of minutes or whatever, and it had finished pulsing, they clamped it, and we'd agreed earlier that Rosie was going to cut the cord, hadn't we? Because you'd done it before with Dot. So that was quite nice for her. And then they give you injection to help expel the placenta, which I didn't have to do last time, obviously, because it was all surgical. So I was kind of curious to know how this was going to feel. Anyway, so I've got... You better tell this bit of the story.
What?
How my placenta came out. Pretty much.
Well, it didn't. Yeah, basically. You said, "Oh, hold up a minute, guys. I'm going to cough."
Oh yeah, so Rianne was sort of down.
Were they fishing around for it, weren't they? Trying to pull it out with wire.
Yeah, so they pull it out. I had no idea that's what they did.
It wasn't coming.
But I remembered, that Bodies programme we watched.
Yeah.
They pulled it and snapped it or something, didn't we? Don't watch that programme if you're pregnant.
Yeah, so they pulled on it, like, it wasn't coming out.
Mm.
Like, oh, God. Shit. So we might have to do something here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, "Oh, guys, I'm just going to cough. Watch out, stand back." Like, expecting a bit of a, I don't know what, bit of a splatter.
Dribble
maybe.
of blood or something,
yeah. You were just being polite, weren't you? And you just coughed. And then out the corner of my eyes, this purple thing just went...
Flew across the room.
Straight out the door. And it flew a bit through the air. It landed on the bottom of the bed, skidded, and the lass who was there, sort of having a look, was like, "Shit!" Caught it in this
sick
kidney
ball
dish thing. Just like when you catch a cricket ball under your arm like that. And it was Mint and the other nurse was just like
speechless.
And the wall was covered in blood. The floor was covered in blood. The table was covered in blood. Bloody hilarious, literally bloody hilarious. And they were all gobsmacked.
In my however many years of midwifery, I've never seen that happen.
It was almost like it was going to run off.
Yeah.
Like the thing or whatever, it grows legs.
That's it, yeah.
Looks off into the side of the room.
And it was massive, wasn't it?
It was like a beret.
Trigger warning, I'm going to put a picture of my placenta in here. So, 3, 2...
We didn't eat it.
3, 2, 1. Placenta. She arranged the umbilical cord in a heart shape. That wasn't me.
Looked like a balls.
Well, I said, is it all right if I take a picture of it?
Should have had to do it in a cock and balls shape. I'd have been doing so much fun.
But yeah, it was absolutely fascinating to look at, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the size of the plug that's on the wall compared to the actual size of it. But my God, I could feel where it had, like, gone, like the pain in my, tummy.
Like it shut your liver out, wasn't it?
It was massive, yeah. But, I mean, how much slimmer am I now?
Mm.
I mean, obviously, I've lost a baby. I've lost a massive placenta and all that water. Like, I constantly leaked the whole labour from 2:30 in the morning till I had it. I was leaking water. So, do you know what? I'm going to try a pair of jeans on today.
Whoa.
I've said my New Year's resolution is I'm going to stop wearing leggings. I'm going to try and dress a little bit more,
Clothed.
like a nice young person. Not a yummy mummy. Not a yummy mummy. Scratty mummy, yeah, with the mum bun. Anyway, yeah, so this placenta flew across the room, got air. I put this story on Facebook, and one of my hairdressing clients is a midwife in Bradford, and she commented saying, "Oh my God, they were all talking about this placenta flying through the air in Bradford this morning. So the news had spread to Bradford
Throughout the midwife community.
It was unbelievable, which I thought was hilarious. So, yeah, popped out this placenta. She stitched me up, just a couple of stitches. They took my epidural out, and within 15 minutes, it was fine.
Ready to go back to work, weren't you?
Yeah. Honestly, I was sat up, like, it took me a while to stand again because I was a bit nervous, but everything was fine. And I think we were a little bit naughty, actually. So I gave birth at 6:30. Started pushing at about 6:10, had her by 6:31. So it was 15 hours in total. Labouring, or whatever, since my waters broke. And then, what happened after that? Oh, that was it. So the midwives just started cleaning up, didn't they? Because they were finishing the shift in half an hour, weren't they? And I remember you guys all saying, fucking hell, how quick was that? Like, It was just spotless again, wasn't it?
Yeah, they just whizzed the place around like
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. It was amazing. So everything was tidied up, done. gave Liz a big hug because I was a 24th birth. What else happened? I know, she's like a little werewolf, isn't she?
Her eyelashes are on her ears.
So what happened then?
Earlashes.
We've done birth, cleaned up, gave us a hug, and then it was shift change, wasn't it? So said goodbye to them, and got this. I don't know her name. Can't remember her name.
Olivia or Liv or something.
Was it? Liv, yeah. Who was quite young, wasn't she? She was definitely like only 25,
Mid-20s
maybe.
at most,
yeah. And I think because of this shift change, she hadn't read my notes properly or something. Because we'd read somewhere that if you are Group B strep, which I was, you've got to stay in for 12 hours after the birth for observation, make sure the infection's cleared. But she never, I don't think she checked that, because I was like, is it 4 or 6 hours that we can go home? She was like, oh, it's 6. Like, knowing it should be 12. But anyway, she was like, yeah, you've got to have a shower, you've got to have a wee. We've got to have the whatever lady check the baby. And if she's on shift and she's here and she can do it, then yeah, you can go in 6 hours. Do you want to do that? We were like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? Well, we were debating for a really long time whether to stay or go home, because it was, you were embarrassingly tired.
Oh, and I was pooped.
And part of me was like, do you know what? I should just send him home to get one last good night's sleep.
Well, no, but I think we definitely made the right decision.
Yeah, but I was being not selfish, but because I've just given birth, whatever. But I kind of thought, do you know what? I don't want to be on a ward with 3 other women who've just had babies that are screaming all night and get the worst night's sleep of my life.
Like I did last time.
I just thought, do you know what? No, I want to go home. I want to get to my bed. I'm not doing it. Sorry.
You don't know how long you'd been waiting the next day for someone to come and check.
That was something I was really like adamant about. I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like, it's just not fair to say to me, oh yeah, we'll let you go at 9 o'clock in the morning. They'll never let you go at 9 o'clock in the morning because somebody has not signed a piece of paper, a consultant's not come and checked you for this.
And or not until next week. Oh, God.
Yeah, and oh, sorry, this prescription's out of stock, so we can't send you home. I just thought, I'm not doing it. So we did the 6 hours go home. It ended up being 7 hours, didn't it? Because
no, it was 6.
Oh, was it 6?
Yeah, it was 6. Yeah.
It was 1:30 when we left the hospital, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was like 12 when she was checking us.
Yeah.
We just took a while to get us gear and then find our way out and get paid for parking and stuff. You know?
Oh God, that was a faff. Yeah. I had my shower, but I didn't get my maternity pad ready, so I stepped out of the shower and was instantly covered in blood again. So I had to have 2 showers. And she came in whilst I was
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, it was bad. but she came in whilst I was in the shower, so we missed the first slot almost, didn't we?
Yeah, we could have been out a bit earlier then, I suppose.
Yeah.
But never mind.
But Rosie went out and got us McDonald's, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Which was just the most amazing McDonald's I've ever had in my life.
No sauce, though.
No, oh yeah, I didn't give us any ketchup. That was ridiculous. But we had the tea and toast, didn't we? We all had tea and toast.
Double toast.
Yeah, it's normally just the mum that gets the tea and toast, but
she started us all out tea and toast.
Lovely sugary cup of tea. Oh, it was amazing.
And a cup of coffee.
It really is amazing, isn't it? That
it was for me. It was just regular toast.
Yeah, but
I don't remember it last time.
No, because you were sent home after 2 hours, weren't you?
I
didn't get my tea and toast until I was up on the ward with them 3 other women.
They owe me some toast the last time.
But
I might go clear it this afternoon.
Anyway, we had us McDonald's. They checked the baby. Everything was fine. Got all packed up. Went outside, and that was it.
Instantly wet home. Through.
Yeah.
Pissing down the whole day.
That was it. We went home. Got into bed.
She slept reasonably well, considering she was just a few.
It was about
old.
3:30, wasn't it, by the time we actually went to bed? Like, Sophie was here and she'd stayed up and waited for us.
7:30 when she woke up or something. 8 o'clock. That was all right for the first night. That.
Yeah. Obviously, the stomach's like this, so they don't really need much. Hello, you're woken up. Don't need much feeding. Unlike now, it's just horrendous, isn't it? That was it. That was my birth story. It was absolutely wonderful. Absolutely everything I could have wanted, honestly. If I could be really picky about my birth, I wish my waters had broken at a different time.
Yeah, so we could have had a bit more kip.
Yeah, I wish my waters had broken at like 5. I don't know, but then the traffic would have been worse getting there.
I would find the way it was. Oh, it's a smile face.
I think Dot's finished at breakfast. Careful with that. Don't, she'll puke.
She's just 2 weeks old now. She's not going to be like that.
So yeah, anyway, there you go. There's my 46-minute long birth story.
That's longer than the actual birth.
It was, isn't it? But yeah, she's lovely. She's doing really, really well. Nice and chunky now, aren't you? 8 pounds exactly. Born at 6:31 p.m. Bernadette Rose. Or Bernie. I don't think we'll ever call her Bernadette, do you? Unless she's in trouble, maybe. But yeah, she's really good. Aren't you, boo? A sausage. 15 days old. And it's our first day together. Just me and her. I'm just letting my boobs hanging out. Hang on. I've been like saying to myself, I've got to clean this bedroom today. I've got to like, there must be 4 loads of laundry to put away. I've just been putting it off and putting it off. I think I woke up at 5:30. And then she woke up about 15 minutes later, which is perfect. It just gives me time to like go to the loo, make a coffee. Hey, baby. And it's been really good, but she's only been, oh, there's your burp. She's only been feeding for like 20 minutes, whereas she's normally on me for a good 40 to an hour. So she fell back asleep for past. And then Dan woke up and we were just like chatting and chilling and whatever. And then she would just carried on sleeping. We got Dot up at 7 a.m. because she likes to snuggle with us and chat for ages before she actually gets dressed and ready. And then, do you want to turn around? And then she woke up at 8, had another 20 minutes. And then she's been asleep till 11 a.m. Like, what is going on? My boob. She's just had one boob now, and the other one's like, please help me. And she's fine with one boobie. So I really didn't want to have to start pumping and expressing, but it just seems daft to waste it. The baby. It's you. I can't believe how much she's changed in 2 weeks. It's insane, isn't it? So much more alert and awake. Hi, you. Beautiful. Oh, sorry. My kisses knock you out. Oh, you're so funny. She is bloody gorgeous, isn't she? Oh, bless you. That's something the midwife said to me. It's quite normal for baby girls to sneeze a lot. What? Has anybody else heard that? I haven't Googled it. Like, you look so funny. I haven't Googled it or anything to see what it means. But yeah, apparently baby girls sneeze a lot or something. It's quite normal. How random. Anyway, the point I was getting to was like, oh, I'll feed her for an hour and then she'll sleep for an hour or two. I'll like get to put all the laundry away, tidy the bedroom for an hour, and then I'll get an hour to like have a bath and wash my hair and everything. But because, I don't know, I just haven't been able to move and do anything. Like, just like, oh, she's going to wake up in a minute. There's no point in me starting doing anything because she's going to wake up in a minute. And she's slept for like, what, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 2.5 hours. I just totally wasn't expecting. It's a completely different routine to yesterday. Like this time yesterday, she was asleep for 3 hours. And I went to work. And I did somebody's hair. Which was so fun because I haven't worked for 6 weeks. How long? No, because I was thinking that's 5. 7 weeks. It's 7 weeks since I've done anybody's hair. So yeah, it was amazing to just go in and be normal. And she was perfect. She was no bother whatsoever. She slept the whole time I was working. Woke up, just to finish the blow dry, gave her a bit of boob when we came home. Absolutely amazing, weren't you? You were? Amazing. She needs to have a bath today as well. Because you did real stinky poos. Anyway, so I'm going to finish the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's so long, but it was, like I said, I wanted to record my story of everything that happened before I forgot it all. There's loads of stuff I've missed out, which I will probably add in along the way over the next few weeks. It's Christmas soon. What day are we on? 20th of December today, so little Christmas baby. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.